it's Kevin, the Paracordist. We're going to do a video series here showing you how to make the Cobra Stitch Solomon Bar Paracord Bracelet. I'm going to give you some techniques that will allow you to make it better than your competition, eliminate ugly burns, do two-tone versions without cheap and Bush League splices. I'm also going to show you how to custom make to your customer's sizes quickly and efficiently using this, the Ultimate Paracord Bracelet Jig, which is available on my site at www.paracordist.com. First step in making a custom fit paracord bracelet is to get the proper wrist measurement. I will use my beautiful assistant Emerson here to demonstrate how to properly measure a wrist. You can convey this information to your customers, and then they can give you a number that you can then convert to a bracelet size, which I'll show you in a second. The easiest way is to use a cloth tape, but if it's not available, just tell the customer to wrap a piece of cord around their wrist. Tell them you need a snug against the skin measurement, so just simply wrap the cord around, mark the point, and then measure the length of the string with a tape measure. In this case, Emerson's wrist is, let's say, 4 3/4 of an inch. Thank you, Emmy. Now, how much you need to add to that measurement is really dependent on the type of bracelet. Your typical Cobra Stitch bracelet or King Cobra Stitch bracelet is going to need to be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches longer than the snug against the wrist measurement. My BSB Best Survival bracelet is best fit when it's made 1.25 inches longer than the customer's exact wrist measurement. So what you want to do is you want to take your buckles that you would use for your paracord bracelet. See, they're curved, typical curved buckles here. You want to set them up the way that they would close on a bracelet, but then open them, turn them upside down, opposite each other, and lay them on the table. Like this. Opposite each other. Okay? From this position, we are going to insert the paracord and begin the setup using the jig. As for the length of paracord, typically I assume that it will take 1.5 feet of paracord to go into a finished inch of a Cobra Stitch bracelet. I'm just using a piece of orange scrap here, mostly so it'll become better visible in the video. I didn't measure it, but I am actually hoping and assuming it's going to be long enough for this example project. So I take these two ends. In some cases, it's helpful to burn and flatten the ends so that they will fit through the bracelet. You're going to make what's called a lark's head or a girth hitch, where you pass those through the loop, draw it tight, and then make sure you remove any twists in the paracord. One thing you want to avoid when doing any paracord work, if you want to have it to have a professional final appearance, is to take care while you're working to avoid twisted paracord. Okay? So that's a lark's head or a girth hitch. I'll turn it back the way it was, curved this way. And now I want to insert the ends of the paracord up through the bottom of this piece. Okay? Alright. Now I can install these clips onto the jig and begin working on sizing the bracelet for the measurement I am using. Just clip the male end into the female end on the jig. Then take your other end and do the same. So, okay. Now the measurement. I want to measure from this point right here on this side, right here, on that clip, to this point here on this clip. I will take Emerson's measurement of 4 3/4 and I will add an inch to an inch and a half to it. So let's say an inch and a half. So that would be 4 3/4. Well, we'll make it 5 3/4, say 6 1/4. This is where the jig really shines. Because of this sliding rail design and locking handle, all you have to do is raise the handle and you can slide to adjust the distance between the two clips. When you've got the desired distance based on the customer's wrist measurement, you push the handle down and it locks the jig in place. Okay, I've adjusted and locked the jig to 6 1/4 inches. That would be an inch and a half longer than the exact snug against the skin wrist measurement. Now I'm ready to begin the weave. Here we go. Now for the Solomon bar or the Cobra stitch weave. Helping me now filming will be my 4-year-old daughter, Emerson. So keep it steady, okay?
If I can.
Okay, we've got our 2 working ends. Take one, put it over like this. Take the other, put it on top, behind, and through. Pull it through. And tighten. Okay. Got that? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now you take the cord, not the cord that's coming up, but the cord that's coming down, which is this one. It's heading downward. Put it over. This way. And you take this one and put it over, behind, and through that loop. And tighten. Okay? Try to keep it on this, please. And keep it steady, okay? Now this side, alternate. The one that's coming out of the bottom, if you ever lose track. This one's coming up, this one's going down. Take that one, put it over. Take this one, on top, behind, and through. And tighten. Just repeat.
Do you have to go all the way over to down there?
Mm-hmm. After every 3 or 4 passes, you want to slide the weave up to tighten it. Okay? And then continue the pattern.
Mama can't do it because she can't sit on the table. Right, Daddy?
That's right.
But he said she'll do it.
Yeah, we don't want Mama sitting on the table to help us.
She'll break the table, just like Jenna did.
Right. Reference to a sleepover party incident last night with one of Emmy's friends, right, Emmy?
Yes.
What happened to the table?
Jenna was like standing on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then she broke it.
How did we find out?
We could see. I saw.
Keep it on the work. Yeah, but how did Mommy and Daddy find out what happened?
We told you.
Who told?
Me.
You don't want to tell your friends, though, do you? Keep the camera on the work, honey. Keep the camera on the work, okay? We're almost done. You got it? Keep the camera on the work. Got it? Do you? Slide it up. Got it? Okay, you're doing good. We're almost done. Just keep it on, okay? Almost done?
Yep.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it on there so we can see the end, okay?
Okay. You just need to do one more.
Let's push it up. Hold on. Keep it on there. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Thank you, honey. Okay, now it's just time to finish the bracelet. Here's another point where what I'm going to show you will separate your bracelets from the ones that 99% of the rest of the people are making. It'll make yours look better, look more professional, more durable. I've seen paracord bracelets like this popping up in stores with made in China stickers on them. They've got ugly burned paracord smears all over the top and bottom of the bracelet in order to finish the bracelet. I don't think there's anything worse than that. So you want to offer your customers something different, something that stands out from what everyone else is doing, then make a good bracelet. Okay, so at this point we can unsnap the work from the jig. Okay. So what a lot of people will do at this point is they'll just take this work, they'll snip this off and put a big burn blob on there and ship it to you. And I don't find that acceptable. So let me fix this edge first of all. Now that I took it off the jig. Okay. We have a top and we have a bottom, right? So first of all, let's make sure we see which way that is. The way this bracelet's going to close. This is obviously the top. So let's start with burying the bottom cord first, which will be this one. I'm going to use a tool called a Paracord Fid. These two versions I sell on my website at www.paracordist.com. I sell the steel Fid and the larger brass Fid, but the steel Fids will do for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the paracord into the threaded steel end of the fid. First step, cut the paracord at an angle. Second step, burn the end of the paracord. If I can find my lighter. You don't have to burn it too much. And then thread that on there. Take the other end, do the same. Quick cut at an angle. Quick burn. Roll in the finger. Paracord fid. Screw it on. Okay. So, starting with the cord that's already underneath, I'm going to go to the bottom of the bracelet. I'm going to take my paracord fid and I'm going to insert it under at least 3 rows. 3 rows will hold. 1, 2, 3. Pull it tight. Now, the cord came from here. I tried to bring it up at sort of an angle. Come out this side, like this. When I do the next one, I'm going to cross that way. Okay? So now, we take this one. This one here is the one that people usually cut and burn here, and it shows up as a big ugly black smear on the top of the bracelet. What I want to do is I want to make it look like it's a continuation of the Cobra stitch pattern as far as it looks like on the top. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fold it over like that. See on the bottom? And I'm going to use the paracord fid to insert that here, crisscross the other one, and again go under at least 3 passes. Okay? Adjust it so it looks on the top like a continuation of the Cobra pattern. Have it crisscross the other one if you can. Looks like I lost that. I didn't really crisscross, but that's okay. There. Okay? Now, if the bracelet is tight, which it is at this point, what I can do is I can actually cut these here, and rather than burn them, I can just let them fray. Which is far, far more comfortable against the skin than an actual burn, which can develop rough edges and that sort of thing. So that's it. All that's left to do is to get Emerson over here and check it for fit. But as you can see, the point is you don't see any beginning or ending cord, you don't see any ugly burns, you don't see any sign that this is a cheap made in China product. Thanks for watching, and again, check out my site www.paracordist.com, where you can actually buy this ultimate bracelet jig as well as the paracord fids that I used to finish this project. Thanks again.